progress and development to set in while keeping in mind the need and importance of ensuring that our communities would still be livable and orderly. We have shown our courage and ability to rise over partisan politics when it was needed. I remember us being the topic of a pastoral letter and tarpaulins placed on some of the entrances of churches in the city, warning the parishioners of the evil that the city council was bringing when we approved the very much needed reproductive health ordinance of Quezon City. The first of such kind legislated by a city council and approved way ahead of the reproductive health bill passed by Congress. Through the fiscally forward policies initiated by then Mayor and now Speaker Sunny Belmonte and revenue-generating measures authored by Councilor June Ferrer, with the support of the City Council, we showed our willingness to bite the bitter pill when necessary, regardless of its unpopularity with our constituents and stakeholders. With these approved measures, we were able to bring our city out of debt and raise its revenue. These policies were continued by our Mayor Herbert Bautista and resulted to the continued growth of our annual budget, which at the time I was first elected in office was only around 5 billion to the 16.1 billion which we approved last year. What makes the feat more remarkable is that through prudent and consensus spending, we have remained debt-free and have been able to generate a budgetary surplus for the last 15 years. While the challenges are varied and many, given that we have the largest land area and biggest population among all the cities in Metro Manila, I believe that we have passed the test with flying colors. Collectively, under the leadership of our Vice Mayor and Presiding Officer, our council was recognized as one of the outstanding Sangguniang in 2012, while in 2015, we were awarded as the national winner for Best Sangguniang among highly urbanized cities. These are testaments to the hard work and dedication of everyone, which is part, directly or indirectly, of the Quezon City Council. What I will miss most is the camaraderie and unity which we share, our rarity in politics and a source of envy of other cities. We are one of the few councils that exist in harmony and unison, not only amongst ourselves, but also with the executive department. While we may have at times internal squabbles and disagreements, we have never allowed it to get in the way of working together whenever we needed to uphold the rights and power of the City Council. Such as during a couple of times I had to reduce partially or totally the annual budget of an office or department under the executive branch to put them in their proper place. But what has a special place in my heart is whenever we rally around the podium. The Quezon City Council has become a legend in both the national movement of young legislators and the Philippine Councilors League. Two organizations which was founded by members of the Quezon City Council and whose leadership have many times been held by a Quezon City Councilor. The NMYL by then Councilor and now Senator Kiko Pangilinan, former Councilor Julian Cosete, and Councilor Doray de la Mente. While the PCL by former Councilor William Tuna, Councilor June Ferrer, and Councilor Pigoy Lagubay. Our ability to rally behind each other is what makes us special. I remember how proud I felt in being part of the Quezon City Council when I saw every member giving their all-out support to Councilor Doray when she ran for the presidency of the NMYL. Seeing the QC councilors in Hotel Sofitel wearing red, which was the campaign color of Doray, trying to convince the other councilors of the different cities and municipalities to vote for Doray and her team convinced me that the elections was already in the bag even before a single vote had been cast. True enough, after the votes were tallied, Councilor Doray's team enjoyed a landslide victory. The same kind of support was given to me when I ran as PCL Vice Chairman. I had the Speaker, the Mayor, Vice Mayor, and all my colleagues campaigning for me. Some of whom even gave t-shirts and left vehicles. One of which was very special because it came with a look full of beautiful and sexy girls.
Yes.
Okay. Courtesy of Councilor Rani Ludovica. I think this was the reason why my opponent came short of conceding. Through all our combined efforts, my opponent received only 1 vote from Metro Manila, and I received the highest number of votes among all the national candidates. So I leave the City Council with half a lifetime worth of experience and memories, most of which happy. Countless friends fall inaanak sa kasal, namely Councilor Henry Medina, Lada Soto, Addison Ray, and Councilor Dalalmente, who is the inaanak of my wife. Of course, I still look forward to being the ninong of Councilor Mayen. Medyo nauglot yun. But I am still hopeful that it will happen sometime in the future. These are all hardworking councilors who I am so proud of. Collectively and individually, they have all accomplished so much. I bid the council farewell, confident that the city is in the hands of good and capable leaders. Special thanks to Councilor Onyx Tesologo for always being ready and willing to help me in my various tasks and to take over the chair during the Committee on Laws meeting. I would also like to thank Councilor Alex Herrera and Jimmy Bones for always being present. That's why I always at the forum. RJ, who is my friend, in and out of Quezon City, mas may time na tayo manuto ngayon. Councilor Presos, for adding not only an intelligent voice to our discussion, but also a fresh face to provide a distraction, to the monotony of the long monologues of Councilor Roger Juan. I will miss the thoughtfulness of Councilor Dick, who never failed to send me text messages asking how I was. The kisses and motherly hugs of Councilor Star, my star for no reason. The sweetness of Councilor Marivic, who would always say that she would miss me. The Chicharong Bulaklak and suit number 5 of Councilor Joe Visaya. And of course, my 4th District Co-Councilor, Councilor Raquel Malanen, who took the place of Councilor Neneng Montilla as my best friend in our district. Councilor Jessica Tasa, who has always been easy to work with. Councilor Marvin Vilo, who has proven his efficiency, proficiency, and prowess, not only in breeding cocks, but also in politics. Councilor Vincent Belmonte, who is now also my motorcycle mate, the rally buddy of Councilor Doray de la Mente, and who is always a sight to see during the numerous wakes that we have attended in our district. And of course, Councilor Payani, several months ago, after one of our sessions, Councilor Hilton went up to me and told me, "Padyo, mahal ko kayo pareho ni Speaker at ayaw ko kayong makita maglaban. Sandali lang naman ang 3 taon. To show to you na sandali lang yan, sasamahan kita." Sabi ko sa kanya, may asawa na ako, hindi na ako magsama. But I appreciate the gesture of Councilor Payani Ipol as I noted that no one should force you to do something that is that is not of your own. But sabi niya sa akin, no one forced him to do anything, and it was his decision. Sabi niya, bigyan mo akong pagkakataon to become true to my name at maging bayani naman ako. So sa'yo, John Hipol, bayani ka talaga. Of course, Councilor Gian Soto, who like me, comes from the planet Quezon. Ang Superman ng 30s, ng Superboy ng 3rd District, my confidence, Councilor Toto Medalla, Councilor Don De Leon, who I always talk to over a few glasses of whiskey, to Councilor Ricky, who never failed to stand up for the rights of the barangay. The Liga is lucky to have you. To Councilors Pingoy Nagumbay, my longtime friend, Franz Pumalan and Alan Reyes. The 3 minority floor leaders I had the privilege to work with and who never failed to act as a constructive minority leader. We could not have accomplished so much without their support. To Councilor Cody Lipa, who taught me the rudiments on how to become a majority leader and who would always be there to guide me. Maraming salamat. To our mayor, who I have known for almost 2 decades now, for all his support and guidance. And of course, to our hard-working vice mayor. I take pride in having the privilege to work with you. We may not have always seen things eye to eye, but I know in our hearts, we only wanted to do what we believe was best for our city. I am confident that together with our mayor, you will lead the city to greater heights. And that one day soon, you will hold the reins of the city. As I have told you many times before, I will always look at you and consider you as my friend, both in and out of politics. While I did not expect to end my political career so soon, it was truly an honor to have had the opportunity to work with such wonderful and dedicated people who I know in time will be even greater leaders, not only for our city, but also for our nation. I take comfort in knowing that our Lord was destined with so much has other plans in store for me. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat at mabuhay ang Quezon City Council.
Start na. Ngayon pala mag-start.